Okay, continuing with our speakers, opening remarks is Paul Koretz, who is the Los Angeles City Council member for the 5th District. And I understand that Paul submitted a soil motion to begin the healthy soil strategy for the city of Los Angeles. Go for it, Paul.
Well, good morning, everyone. And thank you to Cindy, my former colleague in the State Assembly, and TreePeople for hosting this important conversation today. And of course, for all the vital work you do every day. It's hard to believe that it's been so many decades since I remember Andy Lipkiss founding this incredible organization. And I thank you for everything you do. It's great to see our esteemed Senator Ben Allen here, our special assistant from Sacramento, Ms. Kozina, our incredible new general manager of the Metropolitan Water District, live from being a general manager in Los Angeles City Hall, Adele Hodge-Khalil, and two of the more effective people at the City of Los Angeles, Mas Tajiri and Michelle Barton, who are among many important efforts that they oversee. They're overseeing our healthy soils and biodiversity initiatives. So we all know how much worse our wildfires and floods and heat waves and extreme storm events are becoming around the world. Wildfire burn areas are turning into deadly mud flows from atmospheric river downpours. And the heat wave articles in the LA Times over the past couple of weeks have been particularly eye-opening. And I've already introduced legislation to get the city better prepared for what we know is already here and what we're certain is coming in the future. The climate's already changed, and it will just keep getting worse and hotter until we stop emitting greenhouse gases. The answer, of course, is that we need to keep moving faster at breaking our addiction to fossil fuels and halting those emissions, but also that we need to engage in what author Paul Hawken calls drawdown. That is, doing things that actively draw greenhouse gases down out of the atmosphere, which is pertinent to why we're here today. Planting trees and turning food waste into healthy compost that can be used throughout the city to create healthy carbon sequestering soil. And that's what Regenerate LA, the healthy soils legislation Councilmember Bonin and I introduced, is all about. We want to find more locations on city land to develop composting operations. We want to make the best use of what's left over from anaerobic digestion after the methane is removed, which those in the industry call cake. We want to combine this with our organic parks initiative and use this compost and use this cake across all our city managed lands to reduce or even eliminate the use of pesticides and herbicides and fossil fuel-based fertilizers and create safer spaces for children and park goers and birds and animals. We want to educate Angelenos and our city staff on why it's so vitally important, how to do it, and through the lens of our biodiversity efforts, to do it with native plant landscaping. And as part of the mission of our Climate Emergency Mobilization Office, which I believe is the first in the world, we want to do it in a way that actively, aggressively creates jobs to replace so many that have been tragically lost during the COVID crisis, and to begin to help transition workers out of the fossil fuel industry. Lastly, I'm so pleased to announce that just yesterday, our Los Angeles team, which is working on a moonshot initiative intended to get LA to carbon neutral by 2030, beat out 37 other California cities to become one of 3 winners of the $1 million Cool City Challenge. Accelerate Resilience LA, run by the legendary Andy Lipkiss, of course, the founder of TreePeople, has been an integral part of our moonshot team, and TreePeople helped us recruit some of the 200 cool block leaders that we were required for us to win. So a big thank you to both of you. Cool Block leaders will help us, among other things, spread Regenerate LA across our own neighborhoods throughout the city. If you're interested in joining the team and you're local, please go to the Neighborhood Council Sustainability Alliance website. This is how we'll mobilize the entire city on climate action. This is how we'll help turn the looming climate disaster around in time, block by block. And we'd love to have as many Angelenos as possible involved. So thank you. Thank you to TreePeople for pulling this together and for every other thing you do and have done in the past decades. And have a terrific, informative day, everyone.